Hello, race fans, and here we are, folks. The season finale of the Full Throttle Performance Sim Racing Truck Series. Kiss the Bricks 80 here at the World Palace of Speed here at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. And I tell you, boy, it has been a really rough season here, boy. And these guys have been going at it all season long. And now it's time, the Final Four here. They're coming all down here and playing for all the marbles here now, boys and girls. And we are ready to bring the action to you here on Rice Motorsports TV. And we're excited to be here. And as always, and it's been a pleasure broadcasting them all season long. And I tell you, got a good day out there for racing. 78-degree air temperature, winds 2 miles an hour. That track temperature is a nice 115 degrees. And as always, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And click that notification bell when you want to know when we go live. Now, this is the Kiss the Bricks 80, the season finale. They are running that 50% fuel like they normally do. And now at 50% around this 2.5 mile facility, that's going to get you about 14 to 16 laps. And they have all the tires that they need for the race. They only have the one faster pair. And if it comes down to it, they'll get 3 shots at that green-white checker. So, well, I tell you, we're just ready and set to get going here and see what happens here. And, of course, we want to give a shout-out to our league sponsors here, McConey Setup Shop, Salters Appliance and Repair, and Wolfpack Sim Racing, as well as our broadcast sponsor, Butt Kicker. Don't forget to check out their link in the description there for all their great products. Butt Kicker, feel what you've been missing. I tell you, folks, and then there were 4. And I tell you, you know, it doesn't get much closer than this. I mean, look at this. Matthew Fitz, after last week's race, 4,043 points. Charles Jurek and Jimmy Green all knotted up at 40-40. And Lucas Strayer only 3 points behind them. I mean, you can't write this stuff, you know. And I mean, it is anybody's race. And no clear cut. No one's run away with anything, and these guys got everything to race for. And we're going to see what happens here after 80 laps and see which one of these guys comes out on top. And it's just a matter of who finishes in the highest finishing order, and bonus points and all that stuff come into play. And so it'll just be it's going to be very interesting to see what happens there. And we still have a little time left. Looks like we got about 6 minutes left. Let's head on down to the track here and see who's on track. There's Lucas Strayer right there. He's currently 4th fastest with that 53.611. Can't quite see who that is in front of him. Let's see. Well, there's Ed DeBoer, and he's on pit road. 53.966 is his time. Let's see, Stanley Mayberry Jr. in the 48 machine. He's 13th quickest at the moment. There's 14th Eugene Thorne. He's on pit road, and a lot of guys are on pit road right now. Stoney Benfield, he's out there, 15th quickest at the moment, the 75 truck. He's right there ahead of Strayer. Daniel Ship, he's on track. He's 17th quickest at the moment with a 54.651. You know what we're going to do? We're going to see if we can grab a few of these guys here. Let's see. I see Charles Jurek and Patrick Gentner. Now they both race with Wolfpack Sim Racing, and then we have let's see. I'm looking for the other guys here. It says here Jimmy Green. He's there with Rev Motorsports, Rev E Motorsports. I'm sorry. Then we got the Team Sparkle Unicorn guys. That would be Jonathan Coombs. He's up there. He's not. Where is There's Matthew Fitz. Yeah, for a minute there, I didn't think he was in the server. Like, oh no, Matthew got to be here. But and none of those guys are really on track right now. You see, there's Chad Hitchcock, and He's ninth fastest, and there's Patrick Gentner. Okay, yeah, he's eighth fastest with a 53.860. David Salter there in the 88 machine. 12th fastest at the moment. As we count down, I tell you that this is I think that this race is going to be a little bit longer than what they have been doing. 80 laps around here. Man, it takes a while. You can see it takes almost a full minute just to get around here in these trucks. And so they'll definitely be putting in a lot of miles here this evening. Salter had to gather it up just a little bit. Let's see what kind of speed he's getting going down the down the back stretch here. Hit about 178 before he gets to turn 3. A few more folks are coming out on track as he comes to the line. His best lap was 54.059, and he got close to it at 54.4, 4/10 off the personal best there. Got a little sideways in the short chute there. There's the 5 of Shane Whealdon. He's currently 16th quickly with a 54.543. Oh, and now, wow, there's the 24, Charles Jurek, and boy, maybe he's saying, I'm going to get that out of the way now. We don't want to see any spinning like that during the race, folks. I know he won't, and he's currently 7th fastest with that 53.754. And there's Jimmy Green, another one of the guys there contesting for the championship. He's 5th fastest with a 53.723. And we're getting pretty close to wrapping up the practice session here. So we're going to go ahead and take a quick break, and we'll be right back. And hey, you're watching the Full Throttle Performance Sim Racing Truck Series Season 3 finale, Kiss the Bricks 80, here on Rice Motorsports TV.
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
Okay, less than 30 seconds to go here, and we'll be rolling over to the qualifying session. And there's still a few guys out there right now. Lucas Strayer, he's still out there on track. And about half the field is down on pit road. And let's see, I'm looking to see if I see now Robbie Bice, he's on pit road. And the clock is down to 0, so it looks like we should be, the server should be rolling over to the qualifying session, and there it goes. So now we'll wait for some of the trucks to come out. It's private qualifying, so they'll all be out there at the same time. We can only see one at a time, so we will jump in with some of these guys as they come on out. And I believe that is Shane Whealdon there making his way out. And it'll definitely take. This is sort of like the super speedways, Daytona, Talladega. They're going to take that that first whole lap just to really get these trucks wound up. So that second hot lap will be the all-important one to get the most that they can get out of those Goodyear tires. Oh, no, and he gets it a little loose. And he avoids hitting anything, and he will continue on. That has cost him a lot of momentum, but he will continue here as he crosses the line, and the clock is running now for Shane Whealdon Sr. That probably cost him a bit of momentum going down to turn 1. It probably might have hurt the tires just a little bit too. You want those tires to be in pristine condition for that qualifying run. Keep them as fresh as you possibly can, especially on that first hot lap, before you just really go for it on the second one. Tires should be coming up to temperature now. It does take about a lap or so to get them up to that optimum temperature. You saw him give a little wiggle coming off of 4. Let's see what time he gets as he comes to the line here. That will be 5th fastest at the moment. Oh, he's falling down the order a little bit. That 54.802. And one of your guys at the top vying for the championship, Matthew Fitz, he's a provisional pole sitter at the moment, a 53.522. Trying to lead. You see all these guys, they're almost dirt tracking it around these turns, folks. I mean, they're letting it hang out like it is no tomorrow. Making his way down turns 3 and 4. So far, he is still on the pole. Let's see if he can improve on his time on that 53.522. Oh, and he blinks out. Okay, he's done. So it looks like he's done there. So, yeah, I really thought he was going to do another a lap time there, and then we still have several guys who don't have times on the board. Let's see here. Some guys have, let's go here, Stanley Mayberry. This may be his first time lap. Let's see what happens when he crosses the line here. And he has a 55.120. And looks like he is shutting it down as well. Eugene Thorne, I don't even see Eugene out. Now, not everybody may be going for a qualifying run. There's Nathan Nickel. Looks like he's just coming out now. And, boy, he's cutting it close here because we've got about 1 minute to go. Oh, and he gets off. Yeah, that's not going to work there because he'll get an unsafe pit exit there. So he may have to just scrub his qualifying attempt here. Not because he would have to go all the way around before even start a lap. I'm not even sure if he'd be able to make that happen. So while we wait for the clock to count down here, let's go ahead and pause for our national anthem. Okay, folks, here we are, and The trucks are lining up on the starting grid, and as they do that, let's go ahead and take a look at your starting order. Matthew Fitz, he gets the pole, and Lucas Strayer will be right there next to him. Then starting third will be Jonathan Coombs. Nick Cannon starting fourth. Jimmy Green fifth. Ed DeBoer sixth. Seventh is Josh Carver. Charles Jurek starting in the eighth position. Robbie Bice ninth. Patrick Gentner rounds out your top 10. Then we have Logan Rhodes, David Salter in the 12th spot. In 13th position, we have Stoney Benfield. Then Chad Hitchcock in the 14th position. Daniel Ship 15th. Shane Whealdon will start in the 16th position. Stan Mayberry starting 17th. And looks like the rest of the guys, they didn't post the time. Austin G, he'll be slotted in at 18th spot. Eugene Thorne 19th. Michael Zuber 20th. And Nathan Nickel in the 21st position. Now that's interesting. Let's look back up at the top of the order here. Now Matthew Fitz, he is on the pole. There's Jimmy Green in the 5th spot. And Charles Jurek, he's in 8th. Patrick Gentner in the 10th. And I tell you, let's see, Jimmy Green in 5th, he's got a couple of Team Sparkle Unicorn teammates of Matthew Fitz to deal with, and Lucas Strayer as well. And so Strayer and Fitz, they're looking good right there. But I tell you, the other guys, they're going to have to deal with a little bit of a competition there just to get to the front. So, yeah, things right now are looking good for that 2 machine. As they roll off from the starting grid. It should be going green next time around. The lights are already out on the pace truck. Sometimes on those short tracks, they'll do 2 warm-up laps, but as big as this place is, yeah, that would take too long. And they make their way down the back stretch. We're showing 21 trucks, and and look at this. Fitz is already thanking fuel mileage, folks. Like we said, the pit window is somewhere between 16 laps, and he is already planning on, even before the race starts, trying to get the absolute best he can out of that truck. I mean, he is just rolling into turn 3, trying to squeeze another lap out of that truck. Here they go now through the short chute here. Strayer, I believe he's the lone driver for Team Bunk there, and surrounded by all those other heavy hitters up there. He's starting in that 2nd position. Pace truck should be pulling off any moment there. There he goes. Here we go, folks. The season finale is about to get underway, and you're right here watching it on Rice Motorsport TV. We've got a green flag, and we are racing here at Indianapolis. Everybody makes it through turn 1. Oh, no, we got a caution. I don't see who's involving. Oh, no, Patrick Gentner. Who is that, 19 on his roof? That's Daniel Ship on his roof. Oh, my goodness. It looks like it was involved mostly Gentner and Ship there. Let's go back and see what happened here. So there's Gentner to 43. Oh, he got let's see, did he get a little help? Let's roll it back just a little bit. He might have got just a little bit of help. We'll slow that down. Now that's the 88, David Salter right behind him. And they're going through turn 1 there, and yeah, he just got a little bit of a love tap there, and that's going to send the 43 on around. And now where is Ship? And this Ship must be further back. And there he is right there. Oh, no. Absolutely no place to go. And he just gets airborne and gets the rolling, almost gets up into the catch fence. The wall stops him there, but he does end up on his roof, and he didn't have enough momentum to complete that barrel roll there, so he'll obviously have to tow in. So, oh man, a tough break for the 19 and the 43. So, wow, that's a little unusual. Caution here on lap 1, and so they'll come around and catch up to the pace truck here. Fitz, of course, still the leader. He'll no doubtedly do some more fuel saving. Gentner is making his way down pit road. Heavy damage on that 43. And he probably came on down pit road whether it was open or not, because if he had to drive all the way around this 2.5-mile facility, he might not have made it. His engine might have blown up on him, and then he would have to tow in, and that will take a minute. That will seriously take some time to tow in here. I'd say in excess of 2 minutes just to get back to pit road. And so he had to burn that fast repair right here, right here on lap 3. And he didn't want to do it, but if he wants to be in it at the end, he's got to do what he had to do. And as he leaves, there's David Salter down to his pit box. Austin G is coming in, making his way in. Mayberry Jr. right there in front of him in the 48 truck. Eugene Thorne, he's right back there. They're all these guys getting tires and fuel. I think I see, is that Daniel Ship? No, there's Ship right there, okay. And I wonder if he's getting back out there. Oh, man, and he's probably still towing in. Remember I was saying it takes a while, and so, yeah, he's probably still on his way into the pits, and so unfortunately, Ship will probably lose a lap here. Let's look and see. Yeah, he's already Gentler's showing 1 lap down. Let's turn on let's rotate it around so we can see everybody else. Gentler's a lap down, and Ship is showing 2 laps down already. So excitement before we get out of turn 2 good, folks. And we have our first casualty already, and that would be Daniel Ship. And he should be able to get back out. Once he gets in there, gets towed in, he'll have to burn that fast repair course, and should get back out there and running in the 21 truck field here. We'll see if they get the one to go this time as they come to the line. Looks like the lights are out on the pace truck, so it'll be lap 5 when we take the green flag. Fitz is still there in that first position. Lucas Strayer right there. Right, it's just like the start all over again. This time though, Nick Cannon's actually in 3rd, and Jonathan Coombs in that 4th position. Then we have Ed DeBoer back there in 5th. Jimmy Green now in the 6th position. And I believe he started 5th, so he actually lost a spot. So he doesn't want to move in that direction. So he'll have to see what he can do here to get back up, get those positions. And you can hear everybody just really working that fuel. That Green, he's with Rev E Motorsports. DeBoer, he's also, so those are 2 teammates. So we'll see what happens here, how these teammates are able to work together if possible. Making their way down through turn 3 now into the short chute. It looks like everybody's out on track. Daniel Ship, he's caught up to the back of the pack just about. They come out of turn 4. The pace truck, he'll be pulling down onto pit road. There he goes. Waiting for that green flag once again. I think Fitz, he'll start. He drops the hammer and he's gone.
Green flag.
We're racing once again here, lap number 5. He gets a pretty good start there. Nick Cannon in that 2nd position. There's Charles Jurek back in the 8th spot. And right now he's battling with Ed DeBoer. He's trying to hold on to that 7th position. Got about a truck space between him and Logan Rhodes. Matthew Fitz still your leader. Nick Cannon, teammate, right behind them. And Jonathan Coombs as well. So his team Sparkle Unicorn right at the top. All in the podium positions at the moment. Lucas Strayer in that 4th spot. He's got Jimmy Green hot on his heels. In green, he's followed by the 98 of Josh Carver. So we got a lot of teammates there, Green and Carver there. Charles Jurek, he's still in now he's in the 7th spot. Looked like he just did get by Ed DeBoer to pick up that 7th position. Now he only has one other Wolfpack Sim Racing team member in the top 10 with him. That would be Robbie Bice in the 10th spot. He's a couple of trucks back though. Now look at Jurek. He's trying to hurry up and make up some time here, trying to make a move on the 98 of Carver as they go into turn 1. Boy, he got close to that outside wall. Man, that was super close. Matthew Fitz, he continues to lead. Nick Cannon, Jonathan Coombs 3rd, Lucas Strayer. They're all running 1, 2, 3, 4. They're running nose to tail at the moment here. How about Charles Jurek now up to that 6th position? Boy, he is a man on a mission here, folks. Yeah, it's coming down. He's going to try to make a move on Green here. As they come down to start lap 9. Let's see if he goes for it as they go into turn 1. Yes, he does. He does get past Green up into the 5th spot. Jonathan Coombs will be the next target. Lucas Strayer got into that 3rd position. So he's broken up that string of Team Sparkle Unicorn drivers there. A little bit of a gap between him and Coombs. You see him right there in the 41 truck. Then there's Jonathan Coombs and Charles Jurek is right there. Jimmy Green hot on his heels. And looks like Green is trying to shadow the 24. There's Jurek now making a move on Coombs. Coombs runs pretty wide there. As they go through the short chute, he's not going to be able to hold off Jurek, though. Jurek moves into that 4th position. I think they look like they're about side by side. Coombs, he has the advantage as they go down to turn 3. Jurek got up alongside him, but really, in fact, he got past him there for a moment, but Coombs took that really hard line through 1 and 2 there and really held on to get that position back once again. And I heard Coombs, Jonathan, he was talking earlier, and I don't know, I think he was getting ready to move or something, and I don't know if his scheduling, something got messed up there, and I don't know if he missed a race or what, but he might have missed out on some valuable points to get him into that final 4, because we've definitely seen him running up at the front, and just because he's not running for the championship doesn't mean he's not going to put that right foot down. You can bet he's going to do anything to help his teammates up ahead of him. Fitz and Cannon, they continue to stay out front. In fact, Matthew Fitz, he's opened up half a second lead on Nick Cannon. Cannon's got looks like he got at least a couple of truck lengths on Lucas Strayer running there in that third spot. And Coombs once again is back in the fourth position. Charles Jurek trying to see if he can mount another attack. Jimmy Green has fallen back just a little bit there, and he's followed by Josh Carver in that seventh position. And then Ed DeBoer is in the eighth spot. Fast-paced racing here at Indianapolis. Logan Rhodes right behind them there in the ninth spot, and there's Stoney Benfield a little further back. He rounds out the top 10. After Stoney, then we have David Salter in the 88 machine. And followed by him is Robbie Bice, running 12th. A little further back in the field, there's Nathan Nickel. He's battling with the 48 of Stan Mayberry. And Austin G is behind them in the 83 machine. He's got a little bit of a battle going on there with Shane Whealdon Sr. And there's Michael Zuber running in the 17th position. Eugene Thorne right behind him. Chad Hitchcock running back in the 19th spot. He's lost the draft here. I mean, the draft does come into play, so it's a shame to see him out of the draft. You can see on the track map, it's sort of like at at the plate tracks there, a little bit of a no man's land there. In fact, if we were to go on board with him here, let's see what kind of speed he's achieving as he gets down to the turn 3, about 169. Now, if we were to go and look at some guys that were like right here, like say Ed DeBoer, some folks who are really tight in the draft here, like all these guys here, Jimmy Green. Let's take a look and see if they get over 170 here. We saw Hitchcock hit 169, and oh yeah, look at the difference. 176, 77. They're going to just about 180 in that draft. Looks like 183. I saw it top out. They go into turns 3 and 4. Everybody's spaced out quite nicely here. Matthew Fitz. Now that gap came down just a little bit. It was half a second. Now it's 0.3 of a second, but it's still his teammate Nick Cannon right there behind him, and they've got a nice, comfortable gap at the moment. About half, well, if you can call half a second comfortable. And actually, that's their teammate anyway back there, Jonathan Coombs. And Coombs, I tell you, he's kind of running defense right now. And Charles Jurek would love to be getting by that 87 truck. And right now, just can't make it happen. Here we are, lap 14 of 80. It's going to be interesting. We're starting to get into the pit window now. It's going to be interesting to see if any folks come in definitely expecting green flag pit stops, because they are running 50% fuel. And your leaders, they continue on. Of course, you know, Matthew, he was doing a lot of fuel saving that first time around there. We have had some folks pit. David Salter, in that caution, he stopped on lap 2. And Mayberry Jr., he stopped on lap 3. And then a few other folks that came in the pit, Nathan Nickel, he stopped on lap 2. Along with Austin G there right behind them. They both stopped on lap 2. And so it'll be, that may help them, because they're running 15th at the moment. G is. And but wow, he's like 11 seconds behind the leader. Now about to, they're coming out of turn 4, getting ready to start lap 16, and it looks like about 15 might be the maximum. Somebody just went by, Charles Jurek. He's going even further. Now, he hadn't stopped at all, so now we're starting lap 16. And he may be a bit of a fuel miser. We saw Fitz and Cannon and Coombs. They all came in along with Benfield down pit road. Robbie Bice coming down. Let's see, Shane Whealdon's making his way, and that's Michael Zuber right behind him. Chad Hitchcock also making his way on the pit road. We'll see if Charles Jurek comes in the next time around. He's on the back end of that fuel window, trying to push it as far as he possibly can. Comes out of turn 4, and it looks like he's coming on down pit road. Looks like that's Lucas. Who is that? Is that Lucas Strayer? Strayer actually jumped in front of him as they got down to the pit box. So he managed to get in front of Jurek. And you know, the battle is everywhere, folks, not only just on the track, also on pit road. Whoever can get in that pit box first, you hit your marks and get your tires and fuel and get out of there. You can make up a position. So here's the battle, and there's Lucas Strayer. And Jurek, he's a little bit further back. Now there's Jurek right there. Is he going to get Strayer? He looks like he is. Strayer with a little bit longer pit stop there. He beat Jurek in, but Jurek had the faster pit crew there and managed to get in and out much quicker. Right now he's exiting in the 5th position. David Salter now making his way down pit road. And there's Stanley Mayberry. He's going to inherit the lead. Now these are some of the guys who had pitted back there on that caution. He's followed by Eugene Thorne into the Thorne moves up to that 2nd position. So it'll be interesting to see how much further can they go, since they came in and pitted a little sooner. They're obviously off cycle. He's got Shane Whealdon right in front of him there, that 5 truck. Shane Whealdon's right on the tail end of the lead lap. Shane, he pitted on lap 15. He just came in recently and pitted. So he should be able to hold on. And as I say that, I think Mayberry's coming down pit road now, making his way down, so he'll relinquish the lead. See, where's Eugene Thorne? Eugene Thorne stayed out, and so he's still there. Chad Hitchcock. Now Hitchcock, he's not. He's on the tail end of the lead lap now. He just got past the leader, Eugene Thorne, and he's on the tail end of the lead lap. And let's see, Hitchcock, he pitted on lap 15 as well, so he may be able to hold on to that lead. Now, there he is. Let's see where Charles Jurek is. Charles Jurek is just getting ready to go into turn 1. And Hitchcock, he's running in the 18th position. He's just coming out of turn 3. So he's half a lap ahead of 2nd place Jurek. Eugene Thorne is also just about half a lap himself, you know. And now he's about to relinquish that lead as he comes in. And boy, I tell you, Charles Jurek, man, he had a monster pit stop. And I mean, it really paid off, because now he's got Matthew Fitz right behind him. Look at the positions, how they change. It's Fitz, Cannon, and Coombs is still running 1, 2, 3. But now they're behind that man in the number 24, Charles Jurek. And now he's where he wants to be. Let's see if he can get this championship here tonight at Indy. Lucas Strayer back to the 5th spot, and a lot of the contenders are right here. Jurek, Fitz, Strayer, they're right there. And Jimmy Green in the 6th spot. They're all right there, folks. As you see them there on timing and scoring, and you see where they were when they came in. You know, Fitz, he was in the lead. Charles Jurek and Jimmy Green were tied, and Lucas Strayer was in 4th. So Jurek, he's definitely where he wants to be. That high-speed train continues. I'm looking a little further back in the field. There's Josh Carter. He's got a nice little pad. He's 4 seconds behind Stoney Benfield, but he's over 2.5 seconds ahead of Austin G. Back part of their field, they're spread out quite a bit. You can see on the track map, your top 7 or so, they're bunched together fairly close, but the rest of the field is starting to spread out a little bit. David Salter, it looks like they're closer than they really are. Salter, he's got Michael Zuver right there behind him, but it's not really a battle for position. He's got over a second between him and the number 96 of Zuver. Then we have Shane Whealdon there in the 16th position. And meanwhile, the guys vying for the championship are right there at the front, and I mean nose to tail. Matthew Fitz looks like he might. Is he taking a look down on the inside? Yes, he is. Let's see what happens as he get down to turn 3. Fitz looks like he may have the position on him. Yes, he will, and he will move back to the lead. And I tell you, Nick Cannon right now, he is just outnumbered. He's surrounded by Team Sparkle Unicorn drivers. Fitz back to the front. Nick Cannon now is going to see if he can do something with the 24. One thing for sure, even if he can't pass him, he's definitely got him on his mind there. He's filling Charles Jurek's mirrors with that 24. Charles Jurek sliding back a little bit back to the 5th spot. Now, he didn't hit anything or anybody, but he kind of got out of sorts there a little bit, just got behind Lucas Strayer. He'll tuck back in line here. Now running in the 6th position. Got Ed DeBoer and Logan Rhodes behind him. So he lost a little juice there on that particular lap. And once again, we've got Fitz, Cannon. I start to say Coombs, but Jimmy Green moved up to that 3rd spot. Looks like Lucas Strayer, he's going to try to follow Green down through turns 1 and 2 to get around the 87 truck if they can. He's not quite close enough. Oh, man, that is tight. And look at the 87 get into the wall, and he continues on anyway. Great truck control there for Jonathan Coombs. Man, I know that woke him up. I mean, he really didn't have any room, but, I mean, they were going through there, and, you know, that momentum is going to push you out just a little bit. And, of course, he gave as much room as he can. You know, they're racing each other hard, but they're racing pretty darn clean. He's still in the 5th spot. Now that's gapped them out there just a little bit, a little further up. And then Green, he's still in that 3rd spot. Lucas Strayer, he might be trying to see if he can get down there and get a little bit of draft going here on this 23 truck. And you can see Fitz and Cannon up in the distance there, running 1-2. We're on lap 25 of 80. Trying to see if he can get a run going here. Not quite close enough. He's still about 0.3 of a second behind Jimmy Green there. And look at the gap that they've opened up here. Ed DeBoer, he's a ways back. Boy, that's like almost a 1.5 second lead there. They've kind of checked out. Jonathan Coombs is right there. Charles Jurek not moving in the direction he wants to go. He's back to 7th, and he's battling with Coombs there, trying to get that 6th spot. It looks like he's going to get it. Possibly. You saw Coombs battle him off once before. He ran that hot line and trying to see if he can hold on. It looks like he might hold on again here as they make their way down the backstretch. He's really working that high line there, Jonathan Coombs, and he's able to keep a nose ahead of the 24. Here they go through turns 3 and 4. Let's see if the 24, he just, I think the 87 is able to keep a bit more momentum going through those turns. Sometimes it's tempting to get down on that inside, but you scrub off a little bit more speed, and it just makes it hard to just really get that momentum off the corner that you really need. And I tell you that even Logan Rhodes got past Jurek. Now he's back to the 8th spot. Logan Rhodes now moves up to the 7th position. And I tell you, Charles Jurek, he's running that load line like that, and the way he's doing it, battling with those guys, and he is really wearing down those good years. Now Logan Rhodes trying to see if he can make a move on Coombs here for that 6th position. Meanwhile, up the front, Fitz and Cannon, they continue to run. Somebody's on pit road. It is Charles Jurek. And this is about, this is getting into the second pit window here. Last time he went a little bit further. Now he may be trying to short pit here, see if he can catch these guys out once again. Last time he had a great job done by his pit crew, got in and out of the box quickly. He'll come down and hit the marks right on the button there. Tires and fuel for the 24. Unlimited tires tonight, as they always do. Green flag pit stops. Nobody else is on pit road just yet. He lights them up as he leaves the box on his way out. And that'll put him down at 18th at the moment. And now, this is that point right now. Nobody else is pitted yet. And so he'll probably be thinking, Lord, please don't let there be a caution now. This is that point where you need this thing to cycle out. These guys need to come in here and do these. Oh, boy, look at that was Cannon. And he gets into Jimmy Green. I think that's Green. Oh, my goodness. And that is not what Charles Jurek wanted there. Jurek, he is actually he's on the tail end of the lead lap, so he's not stuck a lap down. So, wow. Actually, that may be exactly what he kind of wanted. Because now he's got his tires, and everybody else is going to have to probably come in and pit to stay on cycle with him. But boy, Nick Cannon got hard into the wall, and that's going to be a fast repair right there, folks. Let's go back and take a look at it and see what happened here. Cannon, you can see him. He's already out of position, and he's already lost it. He's going to just he stayed off the wall, but then it's like he kind of slid down and hit the 23 Jimmy Green. And now they're both kind of like, oh, my goodness. Lucas Strayer's like, oh, my goodness. Look at Strayer. He just does get by. Oh, man. Cannon hard into the wall. Jimmy Green not as hard, but probably hard enough. Harder than he would want to hit, that's for sure. And so there's Cannon. And I think Green, he's still running as well, so he should be okay. Let's take it back live here. As a matter of fact, Jimmy Green, he's actually in the 2nd position. Now, it's going to be interesting to see if these guys come down pit road, because Charles Jurek, he already pitted, and he's coming around now to catch up to the pack. And let's see what Matthew Fitz and company do here. They're making their way out of turn 4. And yep, here they come. In fact, the entire field is going to come down, and that's just like Charles Jurek saying, "Yep, come to mama." Everybody just go on in the pit so he can just roll right on up there. And looks like everybody's coming up except for Chad Hitchcock. Now Hitchcock, he is right now, he's cycling up to the lead. Charles Jurek right behind him. But Hitchcock, he's going to have to pit because he last pitted on lap 15. So there's no way he can keep going here. Hitchcock, that is. There's no way he's going to be able to go and do another stint, not having just pitted 15 laps ago. I think that's Gentner right in front of them there. Yeah, he's so he'll get a wave around. Let's see, Gentner, he pitted on lap 15 as well. So he's going to get the at the 1 to go. He's going to get the wave around, but he's still going to have to pit. There's no way. Both him and Hitchcock, they can't do another fuel run. They don't have the fuel for that. Because let's see here. Gentner, he pitted on lap 15 as well. So now it's just a waiting game here for Charles Jurek, and probably waiting for the 1 to go for these guys to go on around. And I tell you, they're gonna they may end up having to do a green flag pit stop, and which is a shame. They're gonna get back on the lead lap, but then they're gonna lose it again once they have to come in and pit on the green, because they get the 1 to go and the pit stop. The pits will be closed. And they're just coming down now anyway. They're not even going to worry about trying. They know they're going to be a lap down. So, yeah, that's smart thinking by them. Might as well just come on down, because even if you get the lap back, you're going to lose it. Better to lose a lap under caution here than for those trucks to be at speed and you're coming down pit road. You might end up 2 laps down. So, Charles Jurek cycles up to the front there. Matthew Fitz in that second position. And now we've got the 41 of Lucas Strayer in the 3rd spot. Jimmy Green is 4th. Jonathan Coombs in the 5th spot. Things got shook up here just a little bit. Ed DeBoer is in that 6th position. Then we got Josh Carver 7th. Logan Rhodes back there in the 8th spot. Stoney Benfield 9th. And David Salter, he rounds out your top 10. Nick Cannon had been running with his teammate. Now he's back to 11th spot. So he's got a bit of work to do to try to get back up there with his teammate. They make their way down to turn 3 and 4. I think Hitchcock and them, yeah, they're out off of pit road. And actually, I think they're on the lead lap. Yeah, Hitchcock, yeah, they're good. They're on the lead lap. They were just at the tail end of it, and they stopped. And I think what it was, they were about to cycle around and be in the lead, and the way it worked out. So that's good for them. So Pace truck is getting ready to come down. Will be lap 33 on the restart. Just a handful of laps away from a halfway point here.
Green, green, green.
And we got the green, and we're racing once again. Jurek and Fitz right there. Boy, door to door, going down into turn 1. Lucas Strayer right there on the inside. A little further back, there's Jimmy Green. He's trying to hold on as well. Jonathan Coombs in the 5th spot. Fitz, he loses a place to the 41. Strayer now in that 2nd position. He's got some clean air between him and the trucks behind him. They're still going side by side back there. The longer they do that, they allow these guys to hook up and start drafting away from them there just a little bit. At some point, somebody's going to have to be the leader. Yeah, Jimmy Green and Matthew Fitz, of course, they're not teammates. Fitz kind of by himself right now. In fact, those are two teammates right there, Jimmy Green and Josh Carver. And just as I say that, here comes Jonathan Coombs, and he gets past Carver into that 5th position. So he's trying to get back up there to get to his teammate to help him out. Jurek, your leader, not by much, 2/10 ahead of Lucas Strayer. Strayer doing pretty good to hold on to him. Of course, he's in that draft, so should be able to hold on to him okay here. They start lap 35. 5 laps from the halfway point. Boy, look at the gap that they have opened up already. Well over a second ahead of Jimmy Green. Green, he's got a couple of tenths between him and Matthew Fitz. Continuing to battle it out. Jonathan Coombs, he's still in that 5th spot. They're all just a big train right now. Looking a little further back, there's Logan Rhodes. He's right behind Nick Cannon. He's running in that 9th position. And then David Salter rounding out the top 10. Stoney Benfield is 11th position. Look a little further back, there's Nathan Nickel. Now he's having a battle there with the 96 and Michael Zuber for that position. So battles all throughout the field. Lucas Strayer, he's still hanging on to the 24, Charles Jurek, not letting him go at all. They come down to the start lap 37. Jimmy Green, he's trying to, now he's got a little bit of breathing room from Fitz there, a little over half a second ahead of the 2 truck. And that leaves Fitz and Coombs, they're teammates. So they're running 4th and 5th. Josh Carver back there in that 6th position. And then another teammate there for Coombs and them in the 7th spot. Ed DeBoer running in the 8th spot. Ed got that paint working right now. Got the number on there. Way to go, Ed. That gap up at the front continues to fluctuate. Now it's just over a couple of tenths once again. He gets a little bit of run in certain parts of the track, and then Strayer will gather him back up. Now I think they get a little bit of a tailwind, the way the wind tends to run here at Indy. I think they get a little bit of a tailwind on the backstretch. Oh, and Jurek into the wall, and boy, he didn't want that. And is Strayer going to be able to capitalize? I think he is. Boy, Charles Jurek might be in trouble here, folks. He tapped that wall. That wasn't a slight brush either. He's holding on. He's trying to hold on to that lead position. Lucas Strayer tried to take advantage of that moment. Here comes Jimmy Green right behind him, too. He's licking his chops as well. Oh, man, they got close. Jurek is kind of all over the beast, trying to block low and high. He can't block both of them. It looks like Jimmy Green, he's going to get by, and he's going to become your leader here unless they get together. Jimmy Green fighting for that lead. Charles Jurek trying to fend off all comers here. he really had a nice whack on the wall there. Lucas Strayer, he's still up in there too. He's got a little bit of draft working, but if he gets a run on Jurek, he really doesn't have anywhere to go right now because Green is right there. So now you have to kind of wonder, has that done anything to Charles Jurek's truck there? That slap on the wall. And, oh my goodness, he just about lost it again. I mean, he is driving the wheels off of that thing. Jurek trying to hold on to that second spot. Now, what I can see, now the bodywork doesn't look that bad. The fender isn't knocked up or anything, so yeah, it's not hurting his aerodynamics a whole lot. You see a little bit of bent metal there, just a little bit, but not a whole lot. Looks like he's able to keep pace, but you know what? Here comes Josh Carver and Jonathan Coombs. They're starting to get into the mix here, folks. So they might. The leaders there might be off the pace just a tiny bit because they're starting to close this gap up here in a hurry too. Carver taking a look down on the inside of Strayer as they go down to turn one. He gets by the 41 into the third spot. I don't know, and he loses it. And he manages, oh boy, he almost took out the 87 of Coombs. He manages to regain control. Boy, folks, they are racing like there is no tomorrow because there is no tomorrow, folks. This is the season finale here at Indianapolis. Everybody's kind of gotten spaced out now a little bit, and they might give them a chance to regain their composure here a little bit. Green, he's got a nice gap, 0.6 ahead of Charles Jurek. Jurek still in that second position. Running pretty strong. Lucas Strayer wasn't able to capitalize, and now Jurek's coming in. Yeah, he's just going to come on in. Not sure if he might decide to use his faster pair. Something about that truck just might not be right. And I don't think this is quite in the fuel window yet. He did pit a lap or two before they did the last time around. But let's see what happens here. He gets to his pit box. And let's see, let's look at his right front suspension. I don't know, I can't tell if he used the faster pair or not. I mean, the truck didn't look that bad anyway. So he's getting tires on there. Right side's going on, left side's going on. And he's going to, of course, lose a lap in the process. And he's down and away. So that's going to put him, probably put him a lap down. Where is he at? There's Jimmy Green. Jurek's in that 18th spot. Rhodes, Fitz, Nickel, and Zuber all coming down pit road. And there's Jurek right there in front of Jimmy Green. Now, Jimmy Green, he's already got ahead of steam, but Charles Jurek has fresh Goodyears on that truck now. So, and plus Green knows that he's getting into that pit window as well. So is he really going to want to battle with Jurek? Really? Jurek on the tail end of the lead lap. No pressure from behind there. Strayer now 0.6 of a second. Some more folks on pit road. Logan Rhodes, he's on pit road. Patrick Gentner making his way down. There's Jonathan Coombs in the third spot. There he is, and then there's Lucas Strayer right ahead of him, and then Jimmy Green in front of them. And Charles Jurek is right there in front of the leaders. Jurek pitted on lap 41. So he'd have to go around 57, 58 or so, fuel-wise. Looks like Josh Carver is making his way down pit road. Another green flag pit stop there. Green is still your leader. And he's probably going to, you know, I think now even though Jurek pitted, he might have pitted, you know, it's going to cycle around. But it's going to be interesting here because, like I said, if he pits around 55, 56 or something like that, or try to stretch it to 57, that's going to be interesting because he's obviously off cycle, and if he's able to stay on that lead lap, if we get another caution, he might be able to catch up to the field. Currently running in that 14th position, trying to make a move there on. Looks like he's in 14th, and that's Josh Carver. Actually, that was Fitzy just passed. And Fitz himself, what position is Fitz in? He is in. Matthew Fitz, he's in the 15th position. Now, Fitz pitted on lap 42, Jurek pitted on lap 41. So, yeah, they're going to be out there together. Whatever's going to happen, those two are definitely going to be running together. Whether or not they end up ahead of the pack, you know, as stuff cycles around, a lot of guys are coming in now. Everybody just about in the top 8 from the looks of it here. Strayer making his way down. And so now we're going to see these other guys. There's Jimmy Green, Jonathan Coombs, Ed DeBoer making his way down. David Salter coming down. Austin G, he's in his pit box. Eugene Thorne back there. And Mayberry Jr., he hits his box there in the yellow number 48. Josh Carver, he should cycle up to the lead. He's coming down the front stretch here. Those guys are just leaving pit road. And there you see them there on the access road making their way through turns 1 and 2. They can't re-enter the track until they come out of turn 2. So Josh Carver, he cycles up to the lead, and he pitted on lap 44. So yeah, there he is, and there's Lucas Strayer in the 2nd position. He pitted on lap 46. Jimmy Green pitted on lap 46. And Nick Cannon pitted on lap 45. So, yeah, these fuel windows are pretty close here. I don't know. The way things are going right now, it's going to be interesting because a little further back, there's Charles Jurek. He's running 6th with Michael Fitz right behind him. And they both pitted lap 41 and 42 respectively. And so it's just gonna have to wait and see how this thing. It kind of depends on whether or not there's a car or not. If this thing just runs its normal progression as they cycle through, because we know they can go pretty much, you know, about 16 laps, maybe 17 if you're really, really squeezing it. I think we saw Charles Jurek actually go 17 laps on that very first stint. I think he actually pushed it to 17. But at any rate, Josh Carver, he is the leader right now. Boy, he's got a 3.3 second gap over Lucas Strayer. There he is, and there's Strayer now just coming down to turn 1. He's got Jimmy Green hot on his heels. Strayer and Green pitted on lap 46. Nick Cannon pitted on lap 45. Cannon's right behind them. Team Sparkle Unicorn, they were running 1, 2, 3 at the opening stages of the race. They've kind of gotten broken apart here now, and actually got a couple of Rev E Motorsports guys up the front, and I think there's Team Bonk there for Lucas Strayer. They're in for good measure, just to make things interesting. Josh Carver, your leader. That's Chad Hitchcock right there in front of him. Hitchcock staying to the inside there. He's going to go a lap down, I believe. Actually, he's already 2 laps down. But just staying out of the way of the faster guys there. Good sportsmanship there. Carver, man, he's going like he got somewhere to go, folks. I mean, he's got that right foot all the way down right now. I think it's safe to say. We start lap 51 of 80. Well past the halfway point now. The folks I was wondering about, like Fitz and Charles Jurek, they pitted lap 42. He pitted lap 44. And that's going to be close. They're going to still probably have to stop a couple of more times, because even if they were to go the full 16 laps, I don't think that they could. That's not math. The math doesn't work out for them. You know, they're still going to have to stop. So, you know, all you mathematicians out there, you get to crunching those numbers, and theoretically, who's got the best shot at this thing, mathematically speaking, here. There's Lucas Strayer, second position. Jimmy Green right there behind him. Nice battle there, second, third, and fourth. Jonathan Coombs bringing up the rear there in the 5th spot. And the Team Sparkle Unicorn drivers, they are together there again, 4th, 5th, and 6th. Cannon doing some heavy drafting on Jimmy Green there. Trying to see if he can make a move on the 23 to 41. Lucas Strayer goes a bit wide. He'll move down to the 5th position. Now Fitz, he got kind of caught out. Oh, here comes Charles Jurek pitting in on lap 53. I think he's pitting at this point so that, you know, mathematically he'll know that he has to stop only one more time. It's going to be really close. I mean, we're talking the closing stages of this race if this thing stays green. So I believe this is a calculated stop here for the 24. And he is getting tires, of course, you know, unlimited tires, so why not get them when you're in there? Top that baby up with fuel, light him up, and he is on his way. Now there's Josh Carver. Now he's going to put him a lap down here. I think he's close enough this time that he's going to get him right there as they come out of turn 2. Now Carver, he's been out there since lap 44. Jurek's got those fresh tires. And boy, Carver, he's got some pace in that truck right now, folks. Even with those older tires, it'll be interesting to see. Is Charles Jurek going to be able to catch him? Jurek is, you can see the gap coming down a little bit. You would think with those fresh tires, though. Like I say, he's been out there since lap 44, and he's been out there for 10 laps now. Most of the time you say 10 laps, that's nothing, but he had a 2.5 mile course. Yeah, that's a lot. And Jurek is definitely reeling him in on just about half a second now on the 98. So he will easily put himself back onto the lead lap here. And of course, being the lucky dog, in the lucky dog position, whether they caught him or not, if a caution were to come out, he'd get back on the lead lap anyway. So yeah, he's in a pretty good spot here. The only thing he has to worry about is doing these green flag pit stops. So now Charles Jurek now back on the tail end of the lead lap. Carver continues to stay out. That'll be interesting. How much of a pace can Carver keep up? Patrick Gentner. Oh, he locks him up going down on the pit road. I don't think he hit anything. He should be okay. Patrick pitting from 19th down. Somebody else coming in. I think that's Nathan Nickel making his way in. And he locks him up as he gets to the cones. 25 laps remaining. And there's Carver now coming out of what is that, turn 2? Oh, they're getting ready to come out of turn 4 there. Jurek about a little over 1.5 seconds ahead of him. So he's got pretty good pace there for those tires being over 10 laps older. But boy, Jimmy Green and Jonathan Cruz are starting to catch up, folks. They're starting to run the 98 down here just a little bit. Now both Jimmy Green and Jonathan Coombs, they pitted on lap 46. So their tires are a couple of laps fresher than Carver. And probably right at the end of their tire run, that may be where Carver's feeling it the most now. The guys that may have a couple of laps more oomph in their tires can start to whittle away at his lead there just a little bit. They go by Logan Rhodes making his way down, green flag pit stop for the number 3. There's Jimmy Green. Jonathan Coombs, he makes a move on Green there up to the 2nd position. Boy, Carver, he is still hanging on. Jurek is about, I think, 4 seconds down the road towards the end of the lead lap, but it'll be interesting to see how long Carver runs this here. And just like that, here he comes. Peeling off, locks them up. Careful not to get that speeding penalty. And I think everybody's going to have to come in for a splash of fuel, because I think they're going to have about 8 or 9 laps or so. If they are able to go green all the way, they'll have a handful of laps to run. Right now, he is the only one on pit road. Left side's going on. Fuel going in, the 98, and he's down and away. And right now, Jonathan Coombs is your leader. And I would think he'll be coming in any moment now. And yep, and here he comes. And how about Jimmy Green? Green stays out. Lucas Strayer right there behind him, not too far back. How about Austin G? Now in the, he was 5th, now 4th, now 3rd. He cycles up to the 3rd position. Both him, now him, the top three there, Green, Strayer, and G all pitted on lap 46. And actually Ed DeBoer as well. He pitted on lap 46, and David Salter. So they are going to be able to stay out a little bit longer, but, you know, ultimately I think it's going to come down to just the way this thing cycles around. Tony Benfeld making his way down to his pit box. Daniel Ship coming down. And let's see, Nick Cannon making his way out. Action all around the track. Green, he's still out there. Looks like he's going to turn another lap here. Now 20 laps to go. Austin G and Salter, David Salter, they're making their way down. And I think that's Robbie Bice coming in behind them, and Stan Mayberry Jr. and Eugene Thorne. A whole slew of drivers coming down. Meanwhile, Jimmy Green stays out. I mean, man, it would be so close. They're going to get so close to the end. It's just going to depend on really how this thing cycles around. Now, he pits it, so that'll put Lucas Strayer. Lucas Strayer, he also pitted on lap 46. He's going another lap. I'm betting he's going to probably come in the next lap. We'll see what happens here. It doesn't seem like Lucas doesn't seem like he's really pedal to the metal. I think he's being a little gentle with that throttle. Green and DeBoer on pit road. And he's shutting it down in neutral. I think, let's see, yeah, he's coming on in. He probably had to do that and stretch it as far as he absolutely could. And right behind him, there's Josh Carver. Now, Carver, he should, he's going down the backstretch at the moment, but he should be able to, he'll cycle up past Strayer into the lead. And I tell you, a lot of these guys, they're going to be pitting like with 5 laps to go. I mean, you'd want to just say, oh, maybe they can squeeze out 5 more laps. But, man, that fuel window is just, you know, is gospel. I tell you, whatever it says you can go, you just can't go but so much further. Maybe a lap more. But, you know, it just becomes kind of a mathematical thing here. And so he's out the front once again. Jonathan Coombs right there in second, just about 4 seconds behind him. Everything's gotten spaced out quite a bit here. Now look at the track map there. All your top 6, 7 or so, they're all spaced out pretty good now. They were running in a very tight pack earlier on in the race. Charles Jurek, he's up to the 5th position, pitted on lap 52, but he's one of the guys who's going to have to pit late in the game. And man, I don't know. If he could have pushed it another 2 or 3 laps, he might have been able to go to the finish. But if it stays green the entire time, you know, I don't see how that could happen. Carver remains out. Now 17 to go. Now who knows? He may be trying to get to that magic number. Now they get 16 to go. He's going to stop, and he knows that's it. He can make it to the end on fuel. As he comes to, he's coming out of 4 now, and we'll see if he pulls in this time around. And looks like he's going to stay out. He crosses the line. It will be 16 laps remaining. And that's at the high end of that fuel window. And now folks are going to really, you thought you saw some folks putting that clutch in before. You're going to see some folks doing a little bit more of that, I think. And his gap is 3.8 back to Jonathan Coombs. Now Coombs, wow, Coombs pitted a lap later than he did, as well as Nick Cannon, who's running in the third spot. So I tell you, and it's interesting because I think the highest running guy right now going for the championship is Jimmy Green, running in fourth. He pitted on lap 61. But man, it's so close. He might actually have to stop a couple laps to go from the end of the race. And behind him is Austin G in fifth. Then Lucas Strayer in the sixth position. He pitted on lap 62. And I don't know, folks. Lucas Strayer, just about everybody's going to have to stop one more time. And looking at that number, stopped on lap 62 and having to stop one more time, and you do the math, and it might just work out for the 41 here. But we'll see how things work out here. And Carver, he is still out there. He's staying out. And that's fine. He's probably praying for a caution. Just let this thing have a caution so I don't lose so much track position when I stop. But they're so spread out now that the chance of that really happening is getting very, very close to nothing here. Charles Jurek, he continues to run in the seventh position. That's Chad Hitchcock. They're not on the same lap, so no pressure for Jurek. Stan Bainberry making his way down pit road, pitting from that 13th spot. Somebody coming in behind him there. I think it's Nathan Nickel. Yep. $14 laps to go. He might have another 6 or 7 laps of fuel in that truck. If they hold to what they've been doing. And look at this, folks. Charles Jurek, he is down on pit road. Stopping with 13 laps to go. He is stopping now. And of course, now with 13 to go, he's well within the fuel window. He knows he can make it to the end. Now he's 12th. The question is, can he get out? No, he's about to lose a lap because Carver is about to go by. And there he just went by, put him a lap down. But he knows that Carver is going to have to stop. And now he stopped at the point where, yeah, he can make it here. Jurek pitting on lap 67. Lucas Strayer, we were looking at Lucas Strayer, but he's still going to have to stop. He put it on lap 62. And he might be about 5 laps short. And I don't know. Charles Jurek might be sitting in the catbird seat here. I mean, he might be a serious fuel miser here. Michael Zurber making his way down pit road. Carver, he's still out there. Now 12 laps remaining. While everything is copacetic here right now, and we're going to take a quick break and get back for the closing stages of this race. And so we'll be right back. Hey, you're watching the Full Throttle Performance Sim Racing Truck Series season finale, Kiss the Bricks 80, here on Rice Motorsports TV.
We are back at North Wilkesboro, North Carolina, where the field is rolling out for the start of today's 400-lap race on this 0.625-mile racetrack. And just as the field comes all around turn number 4, the sunshine peeks through, helping warm things here. Bill Elliott leads him down. Benny Parsons on the outside. The green flag flies, and the first Union 400 Winston Cup race from North Wilkesboro is underway. Everybody nicely through turns number 1 and 2 as Bill Elliott has the lead, and Dale Earnhardt has jumped into second position, followed by Benny Parsons and Bobby Allison. Here we go. It's just about to go away. They bump coming out of turn 4. Earnhardt gets the lead. We had just heard from our spotters that Neil Martin. Dale Earnhardt is on his last lap. This will be his 24th career win. Dale Earnhardt wins the first Union 400 at North Wilkesboro.
Okay, folks, we are back, and we're back for the conclusion of this event, the season finale here. And Josh Carver, he remains out in 9 laps remaining. And Jimmy Green, he is running in that second position, about 3 3/4 seconds behind the 98. Ed DeBoer is running in the 3rd spot. A lot of these guys, you know, they're going to have to pit. Let's see, Eugene Thorne, he's pitting from 5th there. Jonathan Coombs, he's 6th. He's about to inherit the 5th spot. And Austin G, he's going to move up a position. Now these guys, G, he pitted on lap 69, and Coombs pitted on lap 70. So he's running 5th. Charles Jurek is a little bit further back. He pitted on 67. So it could I don't know. As everybody starts to pit, you start to get a clearer picture of how this is going to work out here. And I'm starting to like Jonathan Coombs' chances here, because he can go to 86, at least, and it's only an 80-lap race. So, yeah, that's simple math there. Josh Carver now on pit road for what should be the last time. And Jimmy Green, he is now your leader. Boy, that is super close. He pitted on lap 61. And, man, that is painfully close. Him and Ed DeBoer both, they're running 1-2. They both pitted on lap 61. And now here comes Ed. Just like I thought, they're going to have to pit painfully close to the end of this race. Now Ed comes in. Jimmy stays out. Lucas Strayer, he pitted on lap 62. But I don't think the math is going to work out for him either. And he is just taking it easy, trying to stretch that fuel as much as he can. And I mean, it is super close for Lucas Strayer. He might actually come to I'm guessing that he's going to come within a lap of the end of this race. It's whether, and you can tell that he's staying out of the gas. There he's already got it coasting there through the turns. Now the question is, where is Jonathan Coombs now? Strayer, he's in the 2nd position. You can see him on the track map. He's about to hit the start-finish line. Coombs is just coming out of turn 4. And let's hop on board with Jonathan. I don't think Jonathan doesn't have to worry about fuel. He's kind of got the advantage here, I believe, because I think he can just keep the hammer down here. And it's just a simple fact that Strayer is just having to baby that thing along. Coombs may have just enough here where he can just continue to run. I mean, that gap, you can see the gap even on the timing and scoring tower. It is coming down at a steady clip. Lucas Strayer is doing everything he can to eke out a win here. And that gap now less than 10 seconds. And I mean, it is coming down in a hurry. And he's kind of in a spot where there's really nothing he can do. You know, it's almost like, well, if I pit now, I'm gonna lose a lap in the process. So I think he's gonna just roll the dice and just see how far he gets. And gap now about 7 seconds. Jonathan Coombs is on his way. He's about 3 seconds ahead of Jimmy Green. Austin G fourth. Jurek now in the 5th position. He's 22 seconds back. 5 laps remaining. There he is. And there's Jonathan Coombs back there, folks. You can pretty much see as the leader. You can just about see him. There he is right up in front. 5 laps to go. And that gap is continuing to come down. And it's a thing where, I think he knows it. Well, he probably don't know when Strayer pitted. So, but if he did, he probably wouldn't be wasting any time. And he doesn't have to even try that hard, because he can probably figure that out. He's looking at his relative just like we're looking at it, and he's seeing how quickly he's closing in on him. So if he does have a spotter, his spotter's probably telling him the same thing. Yeah, he must be close on fuel, because he is just feathering that thing along. And, I mean, it's so close. And you almost got a feel for Lucas Strayer. He's trying so hard to get that win. And less than 2 seconds now. And I think he might lose the lead by the time he gets to the backstretch here. He's going to come down and lead this lap. As he cross the line, it'll be 3 to go. Jonathan Coombs crosses right there. Here they go down into turn 1. It'll be more of a question, can Strayer hold on to finish the race? I don't think it's so much of a question as whether or not Coombs is going to catch him. Making their way now through the short chute, going into turn 4. It'll be the penultimate lap when they come to the line this time. Oh no, and Strayer, he just can't make it. He just cannot make it. He's got the clutch in. The engine's still running a little bit. There was just no way he could make it. Jonathan Coombs, 2 to go now for the 87. Jimmy Green is like 7 seconds behind. So there's no pressure on Coombs whatsoever. Green's running second. Austin G right there behind him, actually. Now this is a battle. They both pitted 74 and 69 respectively. They can pretty much make it to the end here. And Austin G, he's trying to see if he can pick up that second step on the podium there. As they do that, Jonathan Coombs, he's coming around out of turn 4. He'll be coming to the line, and for the last time this season, our final winner of the season 3 here, it will be Jonathan Coombs. I'm sorry, my bad, folks. Final lap, white flag. Excuse me, folks. I apologize. White flag is in the air for Jonathan Coombs. So that means Jimmy Green and Austin G get to battle one more lap here. And there they are. Can Austin G do something here with the 23? His tires aren't as fresh as Jimmy Green's. He's going to get maybe one last shot at it. But they got the 19 to ship up there in front of them. That's not going to help things. And as they go down into turn 3, Jonathan Coombs, this time he makes his way out of turn 4. And this time it's for keeps, folks. He's coming down to the checkered flag. He'll be your final winner here in season 3. Jonathan Coombs takes the win here at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. And look at that, folks. And Jimmy Green comes across the line second with Austin G right behind him. But Jonathan Coombs is your winner here tonight at the season finale of the Full Throttle Performance Sim Racing Truck Series. Boy, it's been an exciting season, a lot of ups and downs for everybody, and a lot of hard racing. And now the question is, now Jimmy Green, I guess we'll have to see where the math works out. We might try to talk to somebody about that. Now Jimmy, he finished second, and the next championship competitor was Charles Jurek. He finished, he's already gone into the pits. He finished 5th. So Green might be your championship winner here. We're going to double check with somebody though and make sure before we make that call. But yeah, for the moment there, Jonathan Coombs, your winner. Congratulations, Jonathan. And while he celebrates, let's go ahead and let's get everybody up into the victory circle here. Let's go ahead and find everybody here and move them up. So we're looking for Coombs, Green, and G. And let's see if anybody's in there already. No, nobody's in there yet. So we're going to have to go and get everybody. And let's see, where is there's a lot of folks in these teams. We got to find everybody. There's Jimmy Green there. We'll go ahead and grab him, move him on up. Okay, that's doing that to me again. I'm trying to get it so I can move him up there, and it won't let me move him. So he's going to have to come up there himself because the menu is not allowing me to move him up there. He's too far down for me to get him up there. So we'll have to wait for them to get up. So I'm waiting on Coombs, Green, and G to get up to the. Now what I may have to do is just kind of drag them up as far as I can. It would be easier if the victory circle were closer to them. Let's see, let's close this down here. Oh boy, that's not helping me there. And we'll hold on a moment here. As soon as we get the guys up there, we'll talk to them here. Let's find somebody here and get them up in the booth here. There's Jimmy Green. I can't. Okay, it's not letting me move anybody. I don't think anybody knows. I wonder if they realize that. We're gonna have to let somebody know. But we'll just go down to where he is. Where is his team at? Because we can't seem to get him up there. Yeah, we'll try to see if we can hop down here. And I can't get in there either. So, hey guys, if you're listening, we need y'all to get up to the. There's Jimmy. He was there. Okay, he was there and then he left. Because for some reason, the way they got their server set up, I can't move drivers from one place to the other. And I can't go down to their channel. So I don't know what to do here to get them into Victory Circle. Because they've got them locked so that people can't move. Hey, Jonathan, you got a copy?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, you're breaking up a little bit, and the way the server is set up, I can't move anybody. Everybody,
I kind of figured that. I'm sorry.
yeah, everybody's locked up, and I can't move anybody anywhere. So if you can spread the word and have Jonathan and Austin get up here to the victory circle, you go ahead and I'll wait for you. You go ahead and get
Yeah,
them.
hold on. I'll see what I can do. Who do we need up here?
We need Austin G and Jonathan. Well, Jonathan, of course. I mean, you're here, but
And
Jimmy Green.
right?
Jimmy Green, yep.
All right. Nope. Oh.
Okay, Jimmy's in.
Nope, I can't get in there either. Yeah, I can't get in there either.
So hopefully Austin will get up here. He knows he's in the top 3, but so far we've got our 2 top finishers here, right here, Jonathan Coombs and Jimmy Green. Hey, Jonathan, congratulations, man. Boy, that really turned into a fuel mileage battle, didn't it?
Yeah, I didn't think it was going to go down like that. Carver had such a lead on everybody. I was content with just finishing second. I don't know if he got a speeding penalty or what, but I'll take it.
Yeah, I tell you, when the whole field got separated and everybody started getting on slightly different fuel strategies, I was thinking, oh, this is going to be interesting.
I was really surprised there was only one caution. I thought it was going to be a wreck fest here, but it was a pretty fun race, actually.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see too many wrecks here. You know, of course, you guys, y'all race hard, and we saw a lot of good clean racing. Charles, he slapped the wall there kind of hard a couple of times, but and I saw some guys make some great saves too, and keep from taking people out. But yeah, congratulations, man. Anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Our whole spectacular team at Team Sparkle Unicorn. We were running good there in the beginning. I was really pulling for Fitz to win that thing. I still am kind of contesting it because I voluntarily gave up my chase. Oh, I didn't think I was going to be here.
Yeah, we were talking about that. You thought you weren't going to be here, and now you turn around and win the race.
Yeah, I'd have won the damn championship. I absolutely would have won this absolute championship. So I'm still pretty salty about that. But there's no money, there's no points. I don't care. We know who the champion was here. But fun race.
Yeah.
Great broadcast. I love watching after, and the league for putting it on. Sunday's going to be my last race with these guys for a while because I finally am going down to Florida, so that'll be a few weeks to get all that crap put away and get situated and all that. So, yeah, I'm going to miss the league for a little while, but always fun, and I like racing with everybody in the league, and yeah, well, good night.
10-4. Hopefully you won't miss too much. You'll have that couple of weeks break anyway that, while you're moving, and hopefully won't miss too much time with them. Where did Austin go? He was in here and he left. Somebody go get him, and we'll go ahead and talk to Jimmy here while you go track him down. But congratulations again, man, and we'll talk to you later.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Bye.
Hey, Jimmy, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Boy, I tell you, man. Now, who's the champion? I know the points were so close. Now you finished ahead of all the other contestants. So, and I'm not exactly sure what your point spread is because you were 10-4. All right. Yeah. You. Because you were only 3 points behind, and so I knew it was going to be close. But congratulations on man, and I tell you, what a season it's been, man, and ended up just right for you.
Yeah, it was a fun season. It was a good league. Enjoyed racing with everybody, Fitz and Strayer. I mean, those guys are good, especially Charles. I mean, hell, he won half the races this season. So,
10-4. Anybody else you want to give a shout out to?
Oh, my Rev teammates. I wouldn't be here without them.
10-4. Well, we'd like to talk to Austin G, but he might have just taken off for parts unknown. I don't know if he's still in the server, and it almost looks like he might have left. And he was up here for a moment, and then he took off. But congratulations to him anyway, and congratulations to everybody on another successful season. And guys, get a couple of weeks break, right, and you'll be back at it.
Yes, sir. And we appreciate everything you do, Tony. You do an awesome job.
Thank you very much, man. It's been fun, bringing the races to the masses here, folks, and we're ready for season 4. We'll see you guys in a few weeks.
All right, Tony. Have a good one.
All right, take care. Okay, folks. Well, that will do it here, and let's go ahead and let's bring up the finishing order here. And we've got Jonathan Coombs is your winner, Jimmy Green second, and the champion for the season 3 here of Full Throttle. And then Austin G finished third. Congratulations to him on making that podium position. Ed DeBoer fourth. Charles Jurek fifth. Matthew Fitz sixth. David Salter seventh. Robbie Bice in the eighth position. Lucas Strayer ninth. Stan Mayberry rounds out the top 10. Then 11th we have Josh Carver. Michael Zuver 12th. Eugene Thorne 13th. Nathan Nichols 14th. Shane Whealdon Sr. 15th. Logan Rhodes 16th. And 17th is Patrick Gentner. Chad Hitchcock 18th. 19th Daniel Shipp. Stoney Benfield 20th. And Nick Cannon in the 21st position. And as always, we thank you for joining us here for the Full Throttle Performance Sim Racing Truck Series. And we hope you'll be back in a few weeks as they get ready for season number 4. And as always, thank you for joining us here on Rice Motorsports TV. And we want to wish everyone a pleasant evening.